Have you ever wondered how insects hear the world around them? Imagine being able to detect sounds, not with your head, but with your legs. Strange as it sounds, that's exactly how some insects operate. Their ears are not where you'd expect them, on the sides of their bodies, their wings, or even on their knees. Today, we'll dive into this fascinating world of insect hearing and answer a curious question. Our topic for today is insects with ears on their knees. Hearing, in the simplest sense, is the ability to detect vibrations traveling through the air. In humans, our eardrums pick up these vibrations and translate them into sound signals for our brain. Insects, however, have developed a variety of ways to achieve the same effect. They don't have outer ears like mammals, but they do have specialized organs that function in a very similar way. One such organ is called the tympanum. This is a thin, stretched membrane that vibrates when sound waves hit it, like the skin of a drum. Beneath the tympanum, sensory cells detect these vibrations and send signals to the insect's nervous system. Depending on the insect, the tympanum can be located in some very unexpected places. Let's get straight to the stars of this story: crickets and katydids. If you've ever been outside at night, you've probably heard crickets chirping away in the grass. But did you know they're also excellent listeners? Crickets and katydids have their ears located on their forelegs, right around what you'd call the knees. Each ear is a small oval-shaped tympanum. They use these organs to detect the calls of other crickets or katydids, which is crucial for finding mates. Placing the ears on the legs might seem odd, but it actually gives them an advantage. With one ear on each front leg, they can compare the sounds reaching both sides, helping them figure out where the sound is coming from. This is similar to how humans use two ears on our heads to determine sound direction. But in this case, the microphones are on their legs. While crickets and katydids are the best-known examples, they're not the only insects with strangely placed ears. Grasshoppers, for instance, have ears located on the sides of their abdomens. Moths have their ears on their wings, allowing them to detect ultrasonic calls from bats and escape before becoming dinner. Why do insects need to hear? Hearing in insects isn't just a cool quirk, it's a survival tool. Insects use sound detection mainly for three purposes: mating communication. Male crickets, for example, rub their wings together to produce chirping sounds that attract females. For this to work, females need to be able to hear them. Predator detection. Moths with wing ears can detect the echolocation signals of bats and change their flight path to avoid being caught. Navigation and social interaction. Some insects rely on sounds to coordinate activities, like calling out warnings or marking territory. Researchers use delicate microscopes and sound tests to figure out how insect ears work. By playing different frequencies of sound and observing the insect's response, scientists can map out their hearing ranges. For instance, crickets can hear frequencies similar to the range of their own chirps, ensuring they never miss a love song. So, The next time you hear crickets at night, remember that they're not only performing a concert, but also carefully listening with ears on their knees. It's a reminder that the natural world is full of fascinating adaptations, sometimes in places we'd never expect. All right, let's see how much you learned. Here are 3 trivia questions. Ready? Let's get started. Question 1. Where are the ears of crickets located? A. On their heads. B. On their abdomens. C. On their knees, forelegs. D. On their wings. Correct answer, C. On their knees, forelegs. Crickets' tympanal organs are found on the front legs, near the knee joints. This unique placement allows them to detect chirps from other crickets. It also helps them figure out where sounds are coming from, since having one on each leg provides a directional comparison, like how humans use 2 ears. This location may seem odd to us, but it's perfectly adapted for their lifestyle. Question 2. Why do moths have ears on their wings? A. To hear their own wing beats. B. To detect bat echolocation calls. C. To communicate with other moths. D. To produce music during flight. Correct answer. B. To detect bat echolocation calls. Moths are frequent prey for bats, which use ultrasonic sounds to locate them in the dark. Having ears on their wings lets moths pick up these signals quickly. They can then dive, twist, or change direction to escape. It's an incredible survival strategy, like having a built-in radar system that warns them just in time. Without this adaptation, many moths would never escape from hungry bats. Question 3. What is the name of the thin membrane insects used to hear sounds? A. Tympanum. B. Cochlea. C. Eardrum. D. Antenna. Correct answer. A. Tympanum. Insects rely on a tympanum, a stretched drum-like membrane that vibrates when sound waves hit it. Sensory cells beneath it then translate these vibrations into nerve signals. While the human eardrum functions in a similar way, insects don't have the rest of the complex inner ear structure that we do. The tympanum alone, placed in unique body parts like legs, wings, or abdomens, is enough to give them remarkable hearing abilities. The next time you hear crickets chirping, you'll know exactly where those little listeners are tuning in from. If you enjoy this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution.